babies and children. They're some of the most selfish things on this planet, is they don't know any better, and that's a lot of times that's what you have when you have young players. They're very selfish and feel bad for themselves and don't want to split time or don't want to be corrected. And by and large, we have not had that issue at all with as many young guys that we have, and guys pull for each other and help each other and serve each other. And so it's been a real that's fun as a coach when you're dealing with, because you got the issues are always still there, but when you got guys that have a willingness to be led, that you're coaching, and you don't got guys that are pouting or got their lips stuck out, it makes it a lot funner, and just more fun to deal with guys, with a selfless attitude. So that's been real pleasing, and something very, very noticeable with this group of guys.
In any ways at all.
Oh, thanks. What's it been like for you just going up against a guy like Jimbo Fisher all these years?
I mean, Jimbo's a great coach. He's had incredible success, and we see, there's a lot of great coaches out there. I don't ever look at, it's Coach Fisher or it's Coach Saban, or you just go down the list. I look at schemes and players, and but he's had incredible success. He's a winner and knows what he's doing. But I spend zero time on reflecting about that, to be honest.
Sorry, what about his scheme? Because he seems to scheme you guys pretty good every year. What about does he do that kind of catches you off guard that he does so well compared to other people?
I don't know. I don't know. I think we played him twice when I was at Oklahoma, 3 times at Oklahoma. He was at OC on LSU's team when they won the national championship, and then played him twice at Florida State there, and then since I've been here. So you have to go back and check out what the success has been or not. But he's got, again, good players and good scheme and good balance. He's a winning coach. I think he's had success against about everybody. And so I don't know what it is. He's a good coach. I mean, he gets paid $75 million a year, or on his contract, right? $7.5 million. So it's not a Clemson thing, right? Right. So.
Brent, in any ways at all, is it more satisfying in any ways at all to coach a guy like a Chad Smith, or Scott mentioned Denzel earlier, that wait their turn and really stick out the highs and lows, as opposed to a Christian Wilkins or another guy that walks in a lot more ready-made to hit the field?
You have an appreciation for all of them. If you got a hot shot, really talented guy that, he's got poor work habits and he's self-indulged, and that's no fun to coach that guy. That can be a cancer in your program. So it's really, you enjoy coaching all of them, but especially when they've got, again, humility and toughness and work ethic. I think that's what, makes it fun to see them have success, and, just have a great appreciation and respect for guys that maybe have to work a little harder, or, be a little more patient. It's neat to see those guys get rewarded as well, and great examples. You don't have everybody come in, that just add water. Most of them you have to assemble. It takes time to do that. And so I think the core of your team are going to be guys that you have to assemble. And when you got some special players that have unique skill sets and are really talented, you add that to that other group of guys, I think that's a great combination.
Coach Scott just said you often see the most improvement from week 1 to week 2. We hear that all the time from coaches. Is that an axiom that you buy into?
I don't know. I'm sure there's some statistics that say that. I don't know. I think that I always think that the best teams and the best units that I've been around, one of the defining characteristics is you do get better, and there doesn't mean there's failure along the way. You don't have a bad game, bad plays, but in the body of work that you get better. And again, which you would expect the more you play, and but it doesn't always happen either. And so that's the challenge with guys, to continue to come and go to work every day and fundamentals and technique and eyes and all the little things that make the big difference. But you know, you're hopeful that'll take place.
Jimbo came up under Saban and kind of has that similar aura or way he does things, I guess. Dabo has presented, I think, a very different way of doing things. Do you, as you talk to younger coaches now or other coaches, do you find there's more kind of interest in Dabo's philosophy about how things are done, or that there's more people kind of emulating him in the coaching ranks?
And you're talking about scheme or?
Or just kind of in the way they run a program?
Yeah, I mean, I've never worked for Saban or Jimbo, so I really, you know, don't know. But I know that here, you know, there's great balance. Coach Sweeney, you know, you got to grind. You know, you want to be successful, you got to grind. You're never going to be able to run away from that. But Coach Sweeney, you know, chooses to have fun along the way, to enjoy the you know, the journey, and to bring proper perspective, and really reinforces that. You know, not just says, hey, we need to have fun. So everybody put a smile on your face and have fun. And I know you know that. But he reinforces it by living that out, and choosing to look at the bright side and the positivity, and again, enjoying the, you know, the relationships and things of that nature. You know, trying to serve the players during the process and not the other way around. And just has a unique way to have great balance and not let the pressure of the game and of winning affect his philosophy.
I guess there used to be, for a long time, that sort of like Saban model of like the more hours you're working, the better coach you must be. And do you think that people have kind of seen a different side of how you can approach the job?
Yeah, and I don't know that's a Coach Sweeney thing. I think there's been coaches, you know, throughout, you know, for a long time that have chosen to do it. You know, there's lots of different ways to skin a cat, and there are some coaches, whoever they are, I don't know who they are, that are very demanding when it comes to time, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a different way, and I think it just depends on how you want to look at it. But we got great balance here. I'm very thankful and appreciative of that. And you know, even with our players, you know, less is more when it comes to Coach Sweeney and how he you know, runs the program. And we're under our 20 hours every single week when it comes to time on the field, and I think there's a lot to that. Even in the summer, I think there's a mandated number of days that you have to have off throughout the year, and I think we're over 14. We're over 2 weeks. We give our players at least 2 or more weeks off than what is required to give them off, and that's a rarity. That's not the norm. And you know, the human nature is, hey, Coach Venables, would you like another day of walkthrough, or just let them go? I'm signing up for walkthrough every time, and like every single time. And but he's got a unique way of his management, his philosophy, and having a pulse on what we need, when to pull back, when to push, and that's, you know, it's very profound. And I think as a result, our players, they know that. They're very aware of what goes on out in college football. And that's very abnormal, all the way to, you know, again, I know we've probably talked about it, but multiple playoff or national championship games, cutting out 45 minutes of meeting time to talk about, you know, life lessons, and to take pressure off guys and things of that nature. And you're scrambling, you know, feeling like you're squeezed with your time, and what happened to my meeting. And but, you know, again, that's a classic example. Less is more sometimes.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Okay.
Thanks, Brent.